Biafra wins again against the zoo, against DSS, even against the same court that refused to do the bidding of Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyers. One, they have beat them hands down. Nnamdi Kanu is receiving treatment. That is a very good news. Number two, Biafra wins. Don't forget some couple of months ago, or maybe probably last year or last 2 years, when Arise TV owner Nduka Begbena banned the broadcasting of Nnamdi Kanu's news. My brother, today we are warned that problem. Nnamdi Kanu said, we cannot pay anybody shishi. To do what? To broadcast our news. They already found out that since they stopped the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their station, they fear woto. The video I will show you now, just watch this clip from Odini Kokpe of Arise TV, including Rufai Oseni and the other girl at the studio, analyzing the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's no-case submission that the federal government trashed. When you watch it finish, then we'll come back here to discuss more on this very particular matter. As you're watching, please share your opinion at the comment section. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oya, let's go there.
And the case of detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, who remains in custody of the Department of State Services while facing trial on terror-related charges, despite the 2022 Court of Appeal ruling that discharged and acquitted him. We also have reports, and we know that the DSS, under the current Director General Adiola Ajayi, has been accelerating trials, including the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous peoples of Biafra. Today, he was seen arriving at the courtroom for the ruling on his no-case submission at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Rufai, like I highlighted in my report here about, this story that had been trending all week about these terrorists in Katsina negotiating and warning security operatives not to use the kinetic approach. And, you juxtapose it with the detention of the leader of the indigenous peoples of Biafra. You'd see this disparity. Where is the fairness? These are the conversations that have been had so far.
There's a lot of unfairness in this country, and some people rank higher than some. Not to say the DSS have not prosecuted some terror, of extractions of the North here, but when you openly see people negotiating and bandits doing all sorts what they do, and you see people like Nnamdi Kanu that, by the way, is in the hospital now because they had to push until they got him to the hospital because of his ill health, and you're wondering what is going on. Prior to President Buhari leaving office, some Igbo leaders went for a political solution. Somebody would have thought that the likes of President Buhari would have prevailed upon that. But nothing happened. President Tinubu is in there now. A lot of people have been talking about a political solution. To no avail. Nnamdi Kanu has come out to constantly condemn the evils going on in this southeastern part of the country. Then at the same time, you see bandits carrying their guns or their AK-47s or their machinery and coming out and even threatening the military. And local government officials are meeting with them. I mean, this is the imbalance we talk about. So please, if the government wants to redeem itself, we need to see those bandits that are being brought to book.
Yes.
Because it looks as though they have permeated into the ecosystem. It looks like they are stakeholders in society. Look at them, they are stakeholders. They even have uniform. And after, when they hold the bandit, the next day they will show Ashura for them. They will say they are rehabilitating the lives of bandits. I mean...
Yeah. Well, all right, this is the conversation that is out there now, and I thought it was important to bring it out there for the federal government's response to these concerns about, even the people from the north and the people in the southeast and the agitation for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I believe I also saw a report from the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, talking about the fact that all southeast governors are, pushing for his release at this moment. We'll follow up on the story.
Just like as I was saying earlier, they don't tell man who man they decide. Arise TV lose a lot of customers because they banned the broadcasting of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Okay, what changes now? Nduka Begbena made it clear that they should stop it because Nigerian government is owing them and owing banks. Today, it has become a different case. Let me also make it this categorically clear that Biafra won in the United Nations General Assembly as I'm talking to you now. Some people will ask me now, how? Is the Biafra in there? Did they pronounce Biafra as a nation? No, they didn't pronounce Biafra as a nation. But Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel won. When he's about to speak, the miscreants in the house who supported the elimination of the Jews were leaving. But that does not stop the message. The message pierced through the wall down to their ear. And the ones who remain were all singing praises to the Almighty God. So the winning of Israel is also the winning of Biafrans. Biafrans are winning at home. Israel are winning at the national level, which is United Nations. So what then remains? Listen, with the United Nations, without United Nations, in fact, they should go to hell. United Nations to go to hell. Before we want them to intercede on Martin Nnamdi Kanu case, they come during the time of Buhari. They say they are United Nations human rights on arbitrary detention. Hey, we give you 6 months to free Nnamdi Kanu. Assistant Secretary General Secretary General of United Nations, no be Fulani from northern Nigeria. So tell me how they want to take work. Immediately they can't give that order. They bribe them. All of them go back. 2 years down the line, United Nations will not do anything. United Nations should go to hell on the issue of Biafra. Initially, they don't want to give Netanyahu, Benjamin, to speak. But you know now, he's a gladiator. Anywhere he did, you must not say he did. He don't fear face. And I thought they say they give, what they call it, ICC have given him arrest warrant. Oh, I'm gonna go touch her now. Make her see whether they born on a well. Make her go touch Israel. I mean, Netanyahu. So what am I trying to say? We have won. Arise TV, they are back in broadcasting the issue of Biafra and also the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Well, kudos to them. I know how many people are instructed to do what, to not watch them. And also they unsubscribe from the channel. So now you can as well go back if they will maintain. Because if you watch Ojini Ikogbe, she is she is being extra careful with the way she uses words. If Ojini Ikogbe, this program they held in Arise, it have to be held in TVC. Do you know what you will hear? The leader of the prescribed, if you know how they will call it, because Tinubu have already sacked. In fact, once you can call IPOB a prescribed, guys, you can stand your ground because they know they know the consequences. If they call you to come and provide the evidence, can you provide? Now, because Biafra, they overlook things now. Igbo, they overlook things. That was why you see somebody will come on national TV and say the IPOB is a proscribed organization on TVC. Once you make that comment, my brother, and you could stood your ground, 1.5 million naira for you. You can if you watch Ogini, you will see how his mouth is shaking because he really don't want to use that word. Maybe they don't tell him say you must use this word. IPOB. If not, maybe itself, her mouth would have shift to use the leader of prescribed indigenous people of Biafra. Which everything was done through the back door. That even the prescription of IPOB, they don't have a presidential backing. There's no any presidential signing to it. Yet some people go online and begin to call IPOB a prescribed organization because Biafra just overlook their shenanigans. Now it is obvious to them now that Biafra is a country you can never toy with your bitch. Let's just not, because they want, you know the reason they're still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they want to unleash another mayhem to the Igbos. But they don't forget that 2025 or this 21st century will never be the same thing with that of 1967. And that was the reason why you see them provoking the Igbos from all angles. Unleash military, terrorist military to the Biafrans land, kidnapping our innocent youths and murdering them every blessed day, committing genocide, just to provoke the Igbos into going to war. The war they know that even if you start it today, they will lose, if not with the help of outsiders. Somebody was telling me, if they start war now, they are going to use fighter jets. Then you will know that Biafrans can manufacture the counter of fighter jets anywhere where they. So even common Boko Haram, they shoot their fighter jet come down. talk less of Biafra, who manufactured Ogbunigwe, empty-handed without no support of any country. Ndara. But I don't see the message. All the very, very clear. Very, very, very clear. We are winning. The good news, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now receiving treatment. So, one day, I can go quite good. Happen then, leave people where they dance online. They will dance. They will dance. But don't forget that he who laughs last, laugh best. So, don't let your heart be troubled. I know earlier today, I was a kind of moody because of what happened yesterday. But let your heart not be troubled. We are moving forward and we are winning the fight. The road to success is very narrow. The road to success is very, very narrow. Nothing good comes easily. Anything good that comes easily, my brother, look at it very well. Now, counterfeit. Original counterfeit. So don't even think that this Biafra struggle, we are going to get it on a platter of gold. No. Before you get something from the hands of a lion and lioness, you must wrestle them to get it. Even the power that is holding Biafra down is more than lion and lioness. That this one na vultures that always feed on carcass of human beings. That is the people we are wrestling with. And we are going to defeat them in due time. Yes. So let nobody gaslight you. Let nobody confuse you, bamboozle you into believing that we have lost the fight. How? Lose where? Just like one idiot Yoruba was posting online. You see why I hate these people so much. They are the one that is writing what they call the history. He said that Yorubas fought Nigeria and they rewarded them with two-time president. I mean, two times president Obasanjo and what they call it, and Tinubu now. Niger Delta fought with Nigeria and they give them good Lord Jonathan. They give them president and vice president. Say Igbos fought and lose over 3 million and say they not give them anything. That Igbos are mumu. Then go to the comment section. I trust my people. Even Yoruba people was asking him which war did Nigeria fight. I mean, Yoruba fight against Nigeria. Say Yoruba fought democracy. Which democracy? Democracy. How many of Yorubas are in the front line? People who will be going with you now. Any slanted back, they will turn back. The genocide go on committed on the land of Biafra. Obasanjo hand is in it. But he narrowly escaped himself because that's their corny lifestyle. They are just like a cat. If you are dealing with them, you must be extra careful. Obasanjo hand was involved. Not minding what he did in Odi. Obasanjo is among those who perpetrated that genocide in 1967 to 1970. But you don't see the whole blames go on because he was the head of the state. But Obasanjo is also a top military then. You see how they are doing? So that is how these idiots come online and say they fight. They were asking him which war that Niger Delta fought. He said Niger Delta was fighting an oil pipeline. And then they give them president. Nigeria fought and lose 3 million and see they not give them anything. Sorry, say Biafra fought and lose 3 million people and see they not give them anything. Anyway, I didn't comment on that because I see most of all these idiots now doing content. If they not mention Igbo, their content will not sell. So we have become a selling point. Listen to me and listen good. As China as China is controlling most of the 98% of the market worldwide, that is how Biafra is going to control the most of the market worldwide. China is a brand name. Biafra, that Biafra name is a brand, is a trademark. China is a trademark. You see China, anywhere you hear China, one day it tremble. Either you tremble for good or you tremble for bad. Yes. Either you accept China for good or you accept them for whatever they do. That is for you. And that is Biafra for you. It's either you accept us for what we can be able to do in your country or you accept us for what you are able to take away from your country. That is China for you. That is Biafra for you. If you want us good, we are going to give you good. But if you don't want us good, then you will see the other side of us. That is how they know real men from real countries. Don't play. Otherwise, you're going to learn. And you will learn the hard way. That is a very dark man's word. I borrowed it. So let nobody gaslight you, my brother. We are winning the fight. Time will tell very soon. It is not going to be far. I repeat, it's not going to be far. Let nobody bamboozle you into, Nnamdi Kanu is in jail. The people who are saying Nnamdi Kanu is in jail, Somebody was one of my guys posted something. You know what the Yoruba man commented? Have Nnamdi Kanu be released? You know what the guy replied to him? He asked him, have Abiola been released? The guy never replied. He never said anything again. Just say another thing. If another thing you say, the guy will follow you up. I know them. He asked him, have Abiola been released? He remained deaf and dumb. You will come and say Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. Simon Ekpa is in prison. All the Igbo elders. And then I will remind them that your most celebrated civilian president is ex-convict. In fact, this guy was even sentenced to death before they free him. This is OBJ. When you give them this point, they will run. You cannot come and bamboozle me into believing because you want to rewrite history and then you want me to believe whatever you write on the internet. Are you okay? Never done that way, my brother. Anyway, let us just take a few comments. And Rufai Oseni, I love him so much. He said, Rufai Oseni to Tinubu said, if you can't release Nnamdi Kanu, then bring those bandits in Zamfara. Bring them to accountable too. You can't be treating some part of the country anyhow you like because you feel you have the power to do that. No. You are just trying to stir ethnic tensions and it's not going to be good for them. Maxwell Anyaka said the answer to Nigerian problem is referendum and save lives and have peace and build our region and people and youth. We have future. Okay. Danny, that the age of force said, God will keep you and your entire generation, protect you, Rufai, for you have said it the way it is. Ugochukwu, they say the Nigerian government free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now Okoronko Kolense. Okosio, Nigerian hypocrisy won't end because of their hatred against the Igbos in the country. Tinubu with his allies want Kanu dead, but things end one day. Of course. Oro my brother. Onwere na. Appeal to the Shaya Kutel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is on what do they call it? Which day is this? 13th of October, sorry to say 2022. Stephen Absok Wanko said, thank God for the wisdom of IPOB. Well, anyway, I used to that one. Chema Wenna. I know Dr. Abati will be absent in this news room today. Are you serious? Well, I know they finished. Anyway, my people, let us just end it here. I want to hear your own thought on this matter at the comment section of the video. What do you think? Oh yeah? Unleash the word, unleash the animal in the house. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Have a nice day. And also have a nice weekend. Kachineke mezi oku.